Thank you so much for coming today. I appreciate it. So I have a little activity for us to start out with. If you want to take one paper and then pass around, and on there is a little, you can open it up and don't share it with anyone else. There's a little question. If you want me to help read it to you, let me know. And if you don't like your question, you can get a new question if you want. If you don't like it, you can get a new question. You want a new question? You could think about the answer. Anyone want me to read it to them? Maybe I wrote it kind of messy. Did I write it messy for anyone? You good? Yeah? Okay. So my question says, if you could spend a day with anyone, who would it be and why? So, if I could spend the day with anyone, who would it be and why? I would want to spend the day with Al Roker. Do you know who Al Roker is?
I know who Al.
He's the weatherman on the Today Show.
Oh.
I think I'd like to spend the day with him because I think he's super funny. And so I'd like to spend the day with Al Roker. Kendra, do you want to share yours?
If you could have one talent, what would it be and why? An amazing dancer.
An amazing dancer, and why?
Dancer. Because I like dance.
Because you like dancing, I think. Alana, you want to share yours?
Sure. What do you want to be when you grow up and why? I want to be a chef or like a baker or something because I like to bake and cook a lot.
Very good. Very good. Do you want to share yours, Jillian?
My question is, what is your favorite TV show or movie? Why? I'm going to say my favorite TV show is the iHeart Radio because we get to watch people sing those songs.
Good. 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 You want to do it? You want to answer another one?
Yeah.
You want to pull another one out? Good. You can pull another one out.
I was just going to give it.
Okay. And if you get the same one, you can just put it back in. Pass that to Alana. Oh, I like mine. And if you don't like yours, you can put it back in and get a new one. Does anyone want to go first? Oh, okay.
Same one.
You get the same one.
Yeah.
If you could go anywhere, where would you go? Why? I really want to go to New York.
You want to go to New York? Why?
It seems really nice there.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else want to go next? You want to go?
My question is the same. It's the same as yours.
Okay.
If you could spend the day with anyone, who would you be? Who would it be? Why? I would spend the day with my friend named Krista because she's very nice and she goes to my youth group.
What do you think your girls would do?
And probably we would go to the mall together and buy some stuff, eat lunch,
Good.
get some ice cream.
Good. 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 Do you want to go? You want me to go?
I'll go.
Okay.
If mine is, if you could have any talent, what would it be?
Mhm.
I'd probably want to be more social because sometimes I'm really shy.
Sometimes you're shy.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Okay. If you were a superhero, what would your superpower be and why? I have always wanted Wonder Woman's lasso of truth. You know, Wonder Woman has a lasso. You know, lasso. And a lasso of truth. So if you get trapped in her lasso of truth, then you have to truthfully answer the question. And I always thought that as a teacher, it'd be very useful to have a lasso of truth. So that's what I would want. You want to put your papers back? Good job, ladies. Thank you for participating. Okay, so I was thinking that for group, we need to have some rules. So just like in the classroom, how you have rules, that we need some rules. So I want you to think about what some group rules should be. Oops, I'm sorry. What some group rules, thank you so much, should be for our group. What are some that maybe you find very useful in your classroom, or what do you think?
Always clean up after yourself.
We're gonna clean up after ourselves. Do you always clean up after yourself?
No.
No? But it's a good rule. Okay. Do we agree? Do you think we should clean up after ourselves?
Yeah. I have one.
What is it, ma'am?
No horseplaying because it could give us a headache.
No horse playing? Do we think we should have no horse playing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Horseplaying could give us a headache.
Okay. Good. What else?
Don't talk when someone else is talking.
Oh, that's a good rule. Maybe we should have that. So how are we going to not talk when someone else is talking? What are you doing in the classroom?
We just look at the teacher and listen.
Okay. When someone else is talking and you want to talk, what do we usually do?
Raise our hand.
Raise our hand. Okay. Don't talk when others are talking. Think of anything else? Do we agree on that one?
Don't act crazy.
Do you think that fits under horseplay?
Nah.
Is that similar?
No, I don't think so. Cause
Okay.
when we go crazy, we'll probably laugh, yell.
Okay, so that's different. Okay, so I added it next
We'll
to.
probably run around the classroom.
Okay. Anything else? Think of anything else? What about things that we say? Would you want someone to leave here and say and share them with other people? Like, would you want, if Kendra shares that she really wants to get an A on her spelling test because she feels like she's not a really good speller, do you think it would be nice if the rest of us went and told other people that she feels like she's not good at spelling?
No.
Think it'd be nice?
If she said, hey, Kendra got an F on her spelling test, and I feel so good about it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think
Because
that
I got an F too.
I think that maybe that we don't share, what other people say at group. Do you think
gossip?
that's no gossip?
Yeah.
That's good. No gossip. Do we like no gossip?
No.
Do you want to put no gossip on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We should not laugh at people if they get a bad grade on the test or if they messed up if they were in a concert.
Okay. Or no
It's
gossip,
a talent
gossip, or
show.
laughing at others. So I'm thinking that we don't share what other people say here. Is that? So I'm going to put what is said.
Treat others as they want to be treated.
Treat
You
others.
say that.
That's good. I'll put yours first. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And then I'm going to put on there what is said.
Now, especially
In
no
group.
bullying.
I put no laughing at others. I'll put bullying on there. Said in group stays in group. Now that means, you can tell your parents what you say, but maybe not tell your parents what other people say as far as does that make sense? Yeah. And you said no bullying. Okay.
Bullying means they do it over and over when we already asked them to stop.
You're right. Someone taught you the good definition of it. So do you think these are good? Clean up after ourselves, no horseplay or don't act crazy. Don't talk when others are talking, no gossip, laughing at others or bullying. Treat others the way you want to be treated, and what is said at group stays in group. You think so? I think so too. I think those are good ones. I'll put them right here. And hopefully it'll stay up. So with group we have confidentiality. That means that I don't go and share what you say with other people. But there is the exception, and that is, do you know what some exceptions might be? What I would have to share with other people, you said it? You got any ideas?
If it's harming me.
Yeah, if it harms you or someone else. If you or someone else is being harmed, then I do have to say something. So, so just so you know, I don't share what we talk about here with other people unless you or someone else is going to be or being harmed. And then also with that, with group, if we do an activity or we talk about something and you choose not to share, you can say you pass. And I might come back to you, and if you still want to pass, you can still pass. What do you think? Any questions so far? Are we good? Good? Got a thumbs up? Okay. So I have some goals for us. We're going to talk about self-esteem. And so I have two goals that I want to share with you. And my first goal is that the group members will be able to describe what self-esteem is. Can you see that, Alana? Can you see that? And then my second goal is that that you'll have a higher self-esteem because of group, that your self-esteem will raise. So these are my goals for the day. Does that work for you girls? Yeah, good. Okay, and I'm going to, I guess I'll post it right in front of the rules so we can refer to them. So that's our purpose, is that we'll be able to describe what self-esteem is, and then that you will have a higher self-esteem as a result of group. So let's talk about what self-esteem is. Let's see. Kendra, you want to take a color and pass it down? Just take one of the packets and pass them down, and then you can take a pencil and pass it down. Have you girls ever seen a KWL chart in school? You guys ever seen a KWL chart? Is that familiar to you? No? Doesn't look familiar to you? So a KWL chart means this is what I know, this is what I want to know, and this is what I've learned. And right now we're just going to work on what I know. So on your Post-it note, thank you. On your Post-it note, you can write down anything you know about the topic of self-esteem. What is it? Maybe where you've heard it. Anything you know, you can write it down on here, and then we'll post it up there in a minute. We'll share them and post them. Anything you know. What do you think it is? Maybe you've heard the word. Let me give you a minute to think.
Self-esteem?
Yep, self-esteem. What do you think?
I don't know what that is.
You know what? You can write that on there. Go ahead and write that on there. I'm right. I don't know. It's okay not to know something, right? Is it okay not to know something?
Yeah.
Yep. You can write it on your thing. If you don't know it, if you've never heard it, you can, or if you've heard it somewhere, but you can put that on there, whatever you want. That way I know exactly where you girls are with that.
Done.
You're done? Do we post it up there?
Exactly what I wrote. Just what the abbreviation.
That's okay.
I don't know.
It's okay. You're good. You're good. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. So we have IDK, which stands for I don't know. And then we have I don't know, but I've heard it. And then we have I've heard of the word, but I don't know what it means. Looks like we're all in the same boat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So where have we heard it? Let's start with where we've heard it before. What are the situations that you might have heard it in? Anyone want to share? Sure? No? Not sure? Not sure? Okay. So self-esteem basically is how we see ourselves, how we feel about ourselves. Do we feel good about ourselves? Do we feel bad about ourselves? Somewhere in the middle. You can have high self-esteem. You can have low self-esteem. You could maybe have high self-esteem in certain areas. So what's something you're really good at? What's something you're really good at?
So is it like confidence level?
It's like confidence. Good job. It's like confidence. You girls ever heard of confidence? Having confidence? Yeah, it's like having high confidence. Good. That's really good connection. So if you are really good in math, you have high confidence, you have high self-esteem in math, but then you go to science class and it's a little bit more difficult. And so maybe you have lower self-esteem or lower confidence in there. Does that sound familiar? Has that ever happened to you girls where some areas you feel really good, really sure, and other areas you don't feel really sure? So self-esteem is how you feel about yourself, but it could change depending upon where you are. For example, I feel really good about running. So I have high self-esteem and high self-confidence about running. But I'm not really good at playing basketball. You're good at basketball, so you probably have high self-esteem and high confidence about it. And so it's how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself, how you view yourself.
I don't like history.
You don't like history, so do you have like lower confidence? Do you kind of, because there's some subjects I struggle in that I have a harder time that, that I just don't feel as good in.
Well, There was, when we come in to history, first we watch CNN student news, and we have to take notes, and I don't like doing that.
Yeah. So let's move to the next one. What do you want to know? What would you like to know? Let's move to the next one. What do you want to know about the topic of self-esteem? And you can write it on your Post-it note. Write it on your Post-it note. What do you want to know about the topic of self-esteem or self-confidence? You can use either of those terms. What do you want to know? Girls are so diligent. I like it. Okay. When you're ready for it, you can hand it to me. That's a good question. So we have, how does self-esteem affect people? I want to know how it would really affect me in the future. And I want to know more information so I'll get to know it better. Good. So you want to know more about it and how it'll affect you. So I'm going to set my little chart over here. I'm gonna set that down. So let's talk about self-esteem a little bit. We talked about how you can have positive, like a high self-esteem. Why do you think it would be important to have high self-esteem? Why would it be important to have high self-esteem? Think of any reasons why you would want to have high self-esteem?
Makes you a more confident person.
Makes you a more confident person, yeah. Makes you a more confident person. How could that affect you if you have a higher level of confidence? If you have higher self-esteem, how could that affect?
You could have too much confidence.
Oh, do you know, have you ever seen that before? You've seen that before? Yeah. So how do you think people go about getting higher self-esteem or higher confidence? What makes you feel better about yourself? What kind of things make you feel better about yourself?
When I'm good at something.
When you're good at something? Yeah. Can you think of anything else? What would make you feel better about yourself? When do you go, oh gosh, I feel good. Yeah, I got it going on right now.
When I get a good test, right?
When you work hard and you get a good grade on a test, you've been working hard. Yeah. So I brought these flowers home today, and I was thinking about my flowers, and I was thinking about how they're all different. I think there's
Those ones are the same.
three different kinds of flowers in here. There's the greenery for one thing, but there's the roses, and these big white ones, and these little white ones. And I was thinking about how they're different, and they're all still really cool, even though they're different. Like, what do you like about, we'll start with the rose. What do you like about the rose?
I like the way it's kind of spirals towards the middle and down.
It does spiral towards the middle. That's kind of cool. What do you like about the little, you see the little white ones? What do you like about the little white ones? I think the little white ones are just kind of petite and cute.
Although real or fake.
They're real. They're real. Yeah.
Well, some of my favorite flowers.
Yeah. And what do you, these big giant white ones, what do you like about the big giant white ones?
You really stand out.
They do really stand out. I think they look like a sun. Ooh,
And also like dandelions.
Like dandelions? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that they're all different, but they've all got some really good attributes to them.
Yeah.
An attribute is like something about them that they're all different, but they all have something just that's really cool about them. And I was thinking that that's just kind of like us, right? We're all different, but we all have things that are really cool about us.
Except I don't like dandelions because they die fast.
They die fast?
like without water.
Yeah, a lot of flowers do, don't they?
And they're also small.
And they're also
And-
small.
And they're on the grass, and so you have to pick them. And the stems are small.
And the stems are small. You guys have pencils already. Okay. So we were talking about the flowers, and we said how they're all different, and then we talked about us all being a little bit different too. So I want to do a little activity that talks about exactly how we all have different positive attributes. And so if you want to take about 5 or 6 of these, you can take them all the same color, you can take different colors, it doesn't matter, and then just pass it around. And these are our petals. Just like the flowers have petals, these are our petals. You guys each have your pencils?
Yeah.
Okay. And so on the petals, you can take a few, all colors, same color, different color, whatever you want. I want you to write things you like about yourself on the petals. Okay? What's something that you really like about yourself on the petal? Go and write something you like about yourself. Maybe it's something you're good at, maybe it's something that someone else maybe shared with you and said that you're good at. So for example, I mentioned that I feel really good about running, so I'm going to put running on mine. Okay? I'm on another one, I think I'm going to put that I'm a good friend. I like that about myself.
Hey, these are going on.
It's okay, we can have the same ones. Do you think that we can have the same ones? Would that be okay? That maybe there's some things that we're both good at. What are some of the ones that you girls are putting on there? What do you think? Do you need more petals? Let me know if you want more petals.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to put on mine that I'm kind. Kendra, what's something you're putting on your petals?
I put artistic,
Ooh, artistic
cheer,
and cheer. Good. Alana, what's something you're putting on your petals?
Like that I'm nice and all my freckles.
Yeah, you like a freckle? Yeah. That's awesome. That's
A lot of
awesome.
people say that at least.
Yeah, yeah. You know, that makes me think of something. When we talk about having high self-esteem or high self-confidence, it's not always just what I like about myself, like that I feel like I'm good at running. It's not always just what I like about myself that improves my self-esteem, but sometimes other people tell us things, like about your freckles. And other people can say, oh, Jillian, you make good videos. You can help out. You make good videos.
You're right.
You make good videos. And Kendra, you have
I do.
a nice
like once a week.
heart. And Alana, you are very kind to others. And so sometimes it's not just what we think about ourselves that improves our self-esteem, but sometimes other people tell us kind things and it helps to improve our self-esteem. Do you want to take one more and maybe write something kind about, or take 2 more and write something kind about the other people and hand it to them? Because I'm thinking that we think nice things about other people all the time, we just don't share it with them. And I'm thinking that we should, because isn't it nice to hear, hey, I like your freckles? Isn't that nice to hear?
Yeah.
So write one nice thing about another person at the table and hand it to them, and then write another nice thing about the other person and hand it to them. So you have your extras? Do you have your extras?
I have 2 more.
Kendra, what do you have on those that you wrote?
personality.
Okay, so she likes your personality.
Mm-hmm.
And what'd you put
I
on?
like that you're kind and nice. And
Oh, we both thought that she was kind. Yeah, yeah. So you can write yours and then make sure you write one for the other people, okay? Okay, let's see, I'm also gonna put on my other petals that I think I'm fun. I think I'm fun to be around. Or maybe I'm funny. What'd you put on that one?
Makeup.
Oh, you like her makeup? Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And what'd you put on that one?
I can see a mascara.
Oh, she's fun.
And kind.
Fun and kind. Good, good. I see a lot of kind going around the table. Isn't it nice to be kind to others? Yeah, it's
Yep.
kind of nice to be kind to others. Okay, so with our flowers, obviously we have a stem, and this is the center of the flower. Okay, and we can glue them. We can do it later. We can do it now. It's up to you, but we can glue them down. And then if you want to, I have some leaves here. If you want to add the leaves, and I'll get you the glue that you can. Let me hand that around, and I'll get you the glue sticks. So does anyone want to share some of their own positive attributes? Some of their positive things that they wrote about themselves? Do you want to share some of them? Jillian, you want to share some of the positive things you wrote about yourself?
I'm not ready yet.
You're not ready yet? Okay.
I saw one more.
You can just share one of them that you wrote. You don't have to share them all. Sure. Alana, do you want to share?
No, I'm okay.
You're okay? Okay. Kendra, you want to share something? No? Okay. Because I shared mine. You want to share one of theirs? No? Okay.
I'm always positive.
Oh! Do you have a positive outlook?
That's what it is.
That's what your friends tell you? Good. So I'll give you another minute to work on those. I'll give you another minute to work on those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put your flowers together. So when we think about self-esteem and we think it's important to have good self-esteem, to feel good about ourselves, and we notice that it's based on either things that we do and accomplish, like your videos that you make that are so good. Yeah. Or sometimes it's what other people tell us, like your freckles or your makeup that you mentioned, that you're good at doing those things. So I'm going to give you about just a little bit longer, and it's okay if we don't finish it just right this second, because we can finish it when we're all done, and that's okay. I'll give you about 30 more seconds. It's okay, because we'll get to finish it later, okay? So don't worry about it. We will get to finish it later, before you girls leave. We just might move on to the next activity, okay? Give you about 15 more seconds.
Trying to finish it.
I'm almost done.
And if you don't get a finish right now, that's okay. We're going to move on to a different activity, but we will get to finish tonight. Okay? 5 more seconds.
5,
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
0.
Okay. Go ahead and put your pencils down for me, or your glue sticks down. I know I kind of rushed you, and I'm sorry. But I will let you finish, okay?
Okay.
We're just going to move on to another activity, okay? We're going to move on. Can you put that down? I know it's so hard. It's so hard. I know. I just want to do it so much. Okay.
Don't
Are we good,
cry.
ladies? Thank you for putting your stuff down. Okay, we ready, ladies? Ready?
Yep.
Okay. So let's talk about what we learned today. On your sticky notes, I want you to remember our goals were, I hit our goals, I'm sorry. Our goals were that we would be able to describe what self-esteem is. And then we would be able to increase or have a higher self-esteem. Those were our goals. On your sticky notes, I want you to tell me what you've learned. On your sticky notes, write what you learned during our session. What's something you learned? If you learned one thing, write one thing on there. If you learned something else, you can put it on the next sticky note, okay?
Hey.
Okay? You okay?
Yep.
Good. You write it on your sticky note, or are you passing? If you're passing, it's okay.
Okay.
You can just, so what did you learn? It's okay. what's something you learned from our sessions? Something you learned. And again, if you want to pass, you can pass.
Is bell and bell.
Are you ready, Ella? Are you ready, Jillian? Almost? Okay. I wonder how the cats feel about themselves. I wonder if they have good self-esteem. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and talk about theirs, and you can hand me yours in a second. Does that work for you?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. So we have when people compliment you, your self-esteem increases. Does anyone here agree with that? If you agree with that, you can go like this. Do you agree with that? If you disagree with that, you can go like this. Disagree? Okay. So yeah, people compliment you. I agree with that. I learned that self-esteem means to have courage or to feel good about something. Good. Who agrees with that statement? Anyone agree with that statement? Yeah. This means me to you. Me to you. I agree with you. Me to you. And this means, and when we disagree, we just not like So, are we good?
Almost.
Almost? Okay. So, yes, when people compliment us, it makes us does feel better about ourselves. And, you know, having good self-esteem means you do have courage to do other things, maybe to try something new. Okay, I have for you an activity, and it's called a 3-2-1 activity, okay? I want you to put on here 3 things that you learned, 2 interesting facts, and then 1 question you have. Oh, let's see what you got for me. Something I learned is what the group rules should be. Yes, we did learn about group rules, and those are important to help keep us all connected. That's good. Anyone else learn that too about group rules? Yeah. So 3 things that you learned, 2 interesting facts, and 1 question that you might still have, okay? And I'll just give you a minute to finish it. I know we're kind of trying to close up, and then when we're all done, we can finish our flowers. Okay, I'll give you time. We're all done to finish our flowers, okay? So 3 things that you learned, any interesting facts, and then one question. I'll give you just a minute to finish that up. And then those we are not sharing with anyone else. Those are just going to be for me to look at and then to help guide our next lessons, okay? You okay, Jillian?
What does your cat see?
Maybe the reflection right there.
Yeah.
Do you want me to put them away?
Nah, it's okay.
You okay?
Yep. Interesting facts about what?
So, 3 things you learned, 2 interesting facts, and 1 question you still have about what we did today.
Okay.
Okay? And we're not sharing these with anyone else. That's just going to be for me to see so that I can help decide what we're doing next time. Okay?
Okay.
So it's just for me.
Is there another thing we're doing again?
Yes, we'll meet again.
When?
I'll have to talk to Mom and we'll organize it. Okay? You're all ready, huh? You can glue that together then, right now while you wait for the rest of us. I will. I will read it in a little bit, okay? You know what, do you want to put your name on the outside right there? Under your folder? Do you want a pen to do that? Does anyone want a pen to put their name on the outside of their folder?
Sure.
What color pen do you want, Jillian?
I want purple.
Okay. What color pen would you like, Alana?
I'll just do black.
Just do black, want to hear that, Alana? Kendra, do you want a pen? Blue?
But she said blue. I thought she said blue.
Okay. I'll give you 1 more minute to finish that up. Well, maybe not 1 more minute. How about 30 more seconds? And then we'll get some time in a little bit to finish it.
Oh.
Because I just want to check something really quickly. That's cute.
Nah. I'm scared.
Sure. Help yourself. Try not to get on the table. That's really good. Nice job. Girls, do you mind if we put our pencils down for just 1 second and finish one more thing really quickly, and then I'll let you do that, and Blue, do you mind if we put our pencils down really quick, Jill?
Sure.
Okay. So, do me a favor really quickly. Have you guys ever seen, have you guys ever used the fist to 4 scale? Does that seem very familiar to you? Fist to 4. So a fist means I have no idea what you're saying. You're speaking Spanish and I don't speak Spanish. Or you're speaking a different language that I don't speak. A 1 means I kind of understand, but I still need a lot of help. A 2 means I understand, but I still need a little help. A 3, I completely understand, and a 4, I understand I don't need any help, and I can even teach it to someone else. So I want you to think about that, fist to 4, and I want you to think about our goals. Okay, our first goal is that you could describe what self-esteem is. You want to tell me, fist to 4? Could you describe self-esteem to someone? Fist to 4. Give me right here, fist to 4, how you feel. Okay? And give me a fist to 4. Okay, good. Good. Does anyone want to describe it for me? Do anyone want to try to describe it? What they think, what they learned about one track?
It's how you view yourself.
How you view yourself. Good, good. And the next one, that we will have a high self-esteem. Does anyone think that maybe from doing the flower activity, you want to put your pencil down for just a second? Thank you. From doing the flower activity, we talked about what we like about ourselves. Does anyone think that maybe that kind of makes us feel good to think about what we like about ourselves? Give me a thumbs up if you feel like that made you feel good about yourself. To think about what we like about ourselves, or even maybe when someone else handed you the paddle. Good, very good. Okay, girls, I want to thank you so much for participating today, and I look forward to our next meeting, and we can continue on our good work. Thank you.